Get the goat. A badass cop, Bruce, investigates the theft of a goat named Celestina. A drug dealer takes Celestina to Sao Paulo and Bruce follows him. Assisted by a policeman who fears violence, Trindade, Bruce not only finds the goat, but also reveals an undercover drug dealer named White Glove. This Brazilian comedy, action and crime movie is absurd with ridiculous comedic moments that bored us. Older kids will probably enjoy it, so we give it 2 stars out of 5. I Am All Girls. A special crimes investigator forms an unusual partnership with a serial killer to topple a girls' sex trafficking syndicate. This drama and crime South African movie based on real events has a story full of dramatism and it's very emotional that keeps you interested with good performances, so we give it 3 stars out of 5. Just Say Yes. The incurable romantic Lottie has been planning her perfect wedding for years, but sees her dream shatter when the groom decides to cancel it at the last minute. This romance and comedy Dutch movie is dull, full of cliches, and we simply didn't like it, so we give it 1 star out of 5. Moxie. Fed up with her school's sexist and toxic environment, a shy 16-year-old finds inspiration in her mother's rebellious past and anonymously publishes a magazine that provokes an angry revolution across the entire school. This drama and comedy movie has an entertaining plot that makes the film fun to watch with decent performances, so we give it 3 stars out of 5. New Gods, Nisha Reborn. 3,000 years after Nisha fought the sea, Li Yunxiang, a young motorbike rider in Donghai City, discovers that he's Nisha reincarnated. Before he has mastered his powers, his old enemies appear and he must settle a 3,000-year-old grudge with the Dragon Clan. This animated action and fantasy Chinese movie is interesting and entertaining with very good animations, so we give it 3 stars out of 5. Oxygen. A woman wakes up in a medical cryogenic unit. She doesn't remember who she is or how she ended up locked up in a box no bigger than a coffin. While running out of oxygen, she must reconstruct her memories to escape this nightmare. This French science fiction and thriller movie has an interesting and entertaining story with very good performances from the only actor in the film, so we give it 3 stars out of 5. Ride or Die. The story revolves around Rei Nagasawa, a 20-year-old lesbian, and Nanae Shinoda, who was her classmate and is the victim of abusive treatment by her husband. Rei is in love with Nanae since school and murders her husband for her. Nanae is afraid of Rei for having come this far, but she's willing to do anything to save her. As they seek love in each other, they both see that they are emotionally incompatible. This Japanese drama, romance, and crime movie has an interesting story that makes you ask yourself, what would you do for love? Kill? In this case, the answer is obvious. There is plenty of nudity in this film, so take that into consideration. The film becomes a bit too long to watch and becomes boring, although it has decent performances, so we give it 2 stars out of 5. Secret Magic Control Agency. The Secret Magic Control Agency sends its 2 best agents, Hansel and Gretel, to fight the witch of the gingerbread house. This animated comedy and fantasy movie is fun with nice animations and with a simple but entertaining story. It's a good family movie to watch, so we give it 3 stars out of 5. The Girl on the Train. The story follows in the footsteps of a newly divorced woman who fantasizes every day with a perfect couple who live in one of the houses her train passes through every day. However, an unexpected event shakes the routine of her life. This drama and thriller Indian movie is a remake of the 2016 film of the same name and is bad. And it's not as good as the original production starring Emily Blunt, so we give it 1 star out of 5. The Woman in the Window. Dr. Anna Fox, who suffers from agoraphobia, spends her days locked up in her New York home, drinking wine while watching old movies and spying on her neighbors. One day, as she looks out the window, she sees something going on across the street at the Russells' home, a family that just arrived in the neighborhood. This crime, drama, and thriller movie is similar to other productions, so it's not original, and although the plot is interesting, it's predictable. The performances are good, except from the actor who plays the Russells' teenager son, who spoils the final scenes in the movie. Due to the fact that it's entertaining enough to watch, we give it 3 stars out of 5. Thunder Force. In a world where supervillains are common, 2 best childhood friends come together after one of them devises a treatment that gives them superpowers to protect their city. This action, adventure, and comedy movie is a waste of time, and it's bad, with mediocre performances, especially from that annoying actress Melissa McCarthy, so we give it 1 star out of 5. To All the Boys, Always and Forever. The last year of high school is very important to Lara Jean, who returns home from a family trip to Korea and considers her college plans, with or without Peter. This comedy, romance, and drama movie was boring, predictable, not original, and nothing special, being just your typical teenager's movie full of cliches and average performances. Watch this film if you are a teenager that identifies with its subject matter or if you have nothing better to do. We give this production 2 stars out of 5.